My mom, my dad, and I moved to the farm in 1950. Grew up here. 5 brothers initially and a sister, and my dad wanted to be a farmer.
We milk 450 cows currently with robotic milkers. I farm with my mom and my brother, and we have some other employees that also help us.
We own about 350 acres as a family, and then we also manage 650 acres on Old Mission Peninsula. We have both apples and cherries, but we primarily grow sweet cherries that we pack and market as fresh black sweet cherries. Our farm is multi-generational. Last year we were able to celebrate our centennial. My grandson now is 7th generation on the farm.
Farming is everybody's bread and butter. It doesn't matter if you live in the city, out in the country. If it wasn't for farms, there's no bread and butter on your table. My farm has been in the family since 1905. We raise beef cattle here. For the most part, it's what I've done most all my life.
I am a poultry swine veterinarian here in Michigan. Work on farms every day. I'm in charge of the health and welfare of all the animals in our care. I talk to a lot of farmers.
There's a lot of challenges as a farmer. There's so many moving parts, anywhere from the field work, calf raising, employee management, breakdowns, repairs, working with family. Every day the weather's different. Every year the weather's different. A lot of challenges face us every single day.
Like even today where you see beautiful blossoms or you see trees loaded with fruit, I don't think people always see what's gone on to make that happen. There's a lot that goes into making fruit before you can harvest fruit.
The dance, if you will, from the winter to the spring to the fall, back to the winter. The work's never done.
Well, a typical day on the farm, it just depends on the season. The spring and summer and the fall is the busy time. It's when you're getting your machinery ready to harvest. It's harvesting the crops, putting them in, storing them, and then getting everything ready for the fall and the winter season so that you'll be able to get through it the next year.
First of all, I have so much respect for farmers. I cannot stress that enough. There is no other group of people that I would ever want to work with. I mean, farmers are resilient. They are problem solvers. If you have a problem with anything, they can figure out a way around that.
There's also this weaving of, as we know, oftentimes alongside fear, there's a longing, right? Or pain, there's joy. There's a lot of weaving together of that. So that alongside the stress, there's incredible resilience.
There's a program that MSU Extension puts on, and you can just Google Farm Stress Management MSU Extension and follow the prompts on the site, and there's a variety of things on there that can help you out. I know a lot of people that have taken advantage of it, and I hope more people get the opportunity to take advantage of it. The work that we do is not easy, and things like this can only be tools in our tool belt for continuing the work that we do as farmers.
I think for our family, we've really tried to separate our farm business from our personal lives. That when we do get together as a family, we try not to talk business. We've done strategic planning as a family and really focused on goals and seeing how we can help each other.
I take a lot of pride in my family being here for so long. If you start to lose that pride, it'll just snowball. And so you have to really keep focused, and you really have to be mindful of what's important in order for your farm to continue and move on to the next generation.
Certainly, I think there's a stigma around seeking professional mental health. It's definitely considered something that is a thing that city folks do or that young people do. It's not necessarily something that farmers would see themselves doing. It's not, that's for other people. Or they say, I don't have that problem.
There's enough stress factors every day. If you can reduce one of them, you need to do it. And one thing you can't control is other people. It's very difficult to do, I think. So if you can get professional help to help you deal with that, you do it. You can sacrifice an hour. You can do an hour a month if you want to. You can sacrifice that little bit of time to make you feel better for the other times.
You can't take care of something else if you don't take care of yourself, right? You can't care for 80,000 turkeys if you're not taking care of your own mental health, right? If it's hard to show up to work, you obviously aren't going to be able to administer vaccines on time or make sure the waters are working if you're too tired and burn out to show up.
The value of taking that time, yes, the impact on relationships, the impact on clarity of mind to be able to do work, to make decisions. It's hard to quantify how valuable that is. I've seen that too, where one person in the farming system gets help, and then that leads to another person reaching out and getting more support, and then you have the whole system getting healthier. It's kind of like the rising tide lifts all boats. So you may think, if I take this time for myself, I'm depriving someone else of my attention, or I'm not getting to a farm task. But if you are improving your mental health, your physical well-being, your relationships, what that actually is doing is improving the whole system.
If you're a farmer and you're struggling with stressors and you seem to be at your wit's end, definitely reach out to Michigan State Extension to help with the farm stress. They're an excellent resource, and they'll be able to help you work through this stress, so then you could see on the other side how good it really is. You may not see that in the moment, because when you're in that moment, you can't focus on anything else except that moment. And so it's important to reach out. Preferably it'd be the Michigan State Extension, because they have a lot more resources available. But even if you talk to a good buddy, or even if you talk to a neighbor that you trust, or somebody that's familiar with what you're going through, they could offer you advice. They could offer an opinion. They could say, hey, do it this way. Hey, it's not that bad. Look at this. Look what you got here. And maybe change the focus of being at wit's end and thrive better.
I would advise people to be sure to take care of themselves, because it's really hard to take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself first. Eating well, sleeping well, limiting alcohol and caffeine, just being aware of your own self and making that a priority.
Well, you need to be able to at least talk to somebody. You don't know everything. And if you have a stressor that's bothering you for whatever reason, and you can't quite figure it out, well, if you talk to somebody that you trust, they may have an answer for you, or even just getting the problem off your chest so that you're able to go back and farm healthier with your mental health and physical, so that it just makes you feel better and just makes you want to do more because you don't have that burden on you anymore. We were raised, my age, where men didn't talk about feelings. You always hold it down. Don't show any emotions. Don't let stress bother you. It's a tough way to go from thinking like that all your life to change, because change is never easy, but it is necessary to be healthier.
I don't know, it's almost like a stereotype of doctors, counselors, because they think, oh yeah, you're going to be asked this list of 10 questions and you're going to be judged on it. That's what they think. He learned after the first session that, oh, I look forward to this. There was just no added stress to it, which is incredibly rare for anything in life.
There's no bad reason to ask for help, whether you're a farmer or not. And I think this program that's what it's here for. The power of having someone listen to you, reflect back what's going on, and simply be present with you. There's so much power in simply being able to talk out loud what you're experiencing without interruption, without judgment, without anyone telling you what you should or shouldn't do. it creates a space for an individual to really work through what's happening for themselves and kind of figure out their own direction. It's not about getting advice or, getting something from an expert who's going to tell you what you should do. I think that's a misunderstanding about therapy in general, is that you're going to get advice, you're going to be told, okay, you're going to explain your problem, and then they're going to say, okay, this is what you should do. That's not how it works.
By all means, talk to your healthcare provider if you have any questions. They're there to help you make the right decision for your own health, and you have to be your own advocate for your own health, because nobody else is going to do it for you. It's ultimately up to you to take care of your health issues, mentally or physically and emotionally. It falls on your shoulders, the individual, to step up and take care of themselves.
A positive mental health does help your bottom line in a business. If you mentally are thinking clearly and feel good, you are going to be way more aggressive as a manager. It will help you.
You need to use all your resources. And this is just another resource in the toolbox for being a better citizen of the world and a better farmer. I think something like this can only make you better.
Well, there are certainly a lot of stressors and struggles for farming, but I continue to do it because it's something I love to do. It's just a lot of joy, a lot of connecting with nature. One of my stress relievers is I like to go out in the summertime and sit out in the pasture with the cows. The cows, they'll come up to you, and you can hear them ripping the grass as they're nearby. That's real calming, and it's just a good way to relieve some stress, because you're out in nature, you're doing what you love to do, and it's great.
I think one thing personally that I have changed in my life is exercise and making time and prioritizing that. I realize I live in a beautiful area. I may as well enjoy it.
What are you doing to maintain yourself? And especially if we're feeling the stress, I manufacture my own stress. We don't escape it. Just get started. Try something a little bit different. This is there for us to use. This is another tool. Maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised.